Yes, so they say right now there is a general Iyanifa and all the Ifas worshippers. Yes, they said they had a general meeting in Ile Ife. That meeting was was the talk of the town. That people came from all walks of life to attend that Ifa worshippers general meeting. Yes, that it is a period where they come together, a period where they do things together. There are certain prayer they pray for the land. There are certain things they do, okay, just to see that everything goes on well, to see that everything is working well for them, for their families, for the community, for the society, and for the world at large. And that is why people converge from all walks of life to attend that very event that they said the Ifa worshippers do come to, seek a kind of seek for more more insight, more ideas, more eyes opening, more like kind of converging, to pray and also to, strengthen their powers, okay, as much as they gather to worship the Ifa. Yes, they, according to what some of them explained, what I came across on the street of social media, they were actually trying to compare the Ifas to that of the Holy Spirit. Like for Christians, they say that the Holy Spirit speak to them and all that, that is how their Ifas to speak to them. That of course, that is why they have to gather to do a kind of a worship, just to praise the Ifa, just to appreciate the Ifa, just to see that they reverence the Ifa, because the Ifa needs to be worshipped, Ifa needs to be recognized, Ifa needs to be praised. And they said during the course of this meeting, they said a whole lot happened, because if you know that your hands are not clean, if you know that you are not really doing the right thing, they said it will be very hard for you to go for that meeting, because they said the Ifa does not condone any negativity, it does not condone any negative energy, it doesn't do anything that is not good, that all what the Ifa does is good, good and good. I say, eh. Well, I don't know. This is what I came across. In fact, you need to see the way different worshippers were actually talking about the Ifa, praising the Ifa. In fact, they said it's not a small thing. No, I was like, does this kind of thing exist? Is there anything like the Ifa worshiping day, or Ifa this is? In fact, my people, that's why I always say, go and look for information, go and source for information, go out there on social media, go and check. Things are happening. In fact, when I see this thing, I was now wondering, okay, what about the other cultural groups, like other cultures? If only the Yorubas are recognizing their Ifa, and they gather to worship, they gather to remember him, they get remember him or it, or who, how will I say it, because it's not human. They gather to worship. So now, how do other cultures also gather to worship their own? How do they also recognize their own? Like the Igbos, I know that the Igbos say chi. I know they say chi is different from Ifa. Ehen, but I don't understand. How do other culture also recognize their own Ifa? Because definitely they don't use Ifa. What do they use? You see all these things. That is why it's good for us to always seek for information. It's good for us to always learn. Me, I would like to you. It's only the Ifas I know that they are saying Ifa, Ifa. I don't know what other cultures call their Ifa. I don't know anything about that. Why? Because the Yorubas are always taking their own, as in they always recognize these things. They only always worship them. They always follow their cultures. And since they have been following this their culture, it has been working out for them, because they actually recognize their culture, their tradition, their custom of their people. Okay, so my people, let me not digress. The storyline here is that they said during this festival, during this period of, gathering, of recognizing this Ifa, worshiping and everything, they said in fact the palace was just in they said some oloris were just carrying some things, doing one thing, doing one that. I said, what is it that they said they are doing one this, doing one that? Yes, because they know that that period is a very crucial period, a period that you don't have to do anything that will not be good, a period that you have to just keep yourself clean, holy, and everything. Because of that, they said you need to see the way the Oloris were trying to be their self bestie. They were trying to just be nice to each other. They were trying to just be good because they don't want any trace of anything to be connected to them. They don't want to say, why this one do that one, why that one do that one. They say that period they were just well coordinated. They were doing things in common. Like when you see them, you will say, this is where love start and end. In fact, they said you will not know that these people, behind all those things there are a whole lot, but because that period they have to keep everything in order, they have to coordinate themselves, because of course whether we like it or not, nobody is perfect. Yes, no perfection in anybody's life. We have our own flaws, everybody have their own flaws, and everybody know where they make mistakes. Okay, mistake is alive in the race of life, because if you don't make mistake, how will you learn? How will you do better? Okay, mistakes are made for people to learn, for people to get better, because if you are pursuing to be better, if you are pursuing perfection, you will definitely make mistake. Because why? You don't have the power to live like you are not human, as long as you are still wearing the flesh, even though you are trying as much as possible to be the perfect person. But somehow in that course of pursuing perfection, you even see some people ending up making the worst mistake, because they will tell you that no, this thing has to be done like this, oh no, that one is wrong, oh. Too much trying to be perfect again can make you also be the worst person you can ever think of. That is why we should always watch the way we relate with people. We should watch the things we do that we call imperfect or perfection, because sometimes you might want to overprove things, and at the end you start offending your neighbors unknowingly to you, just because you want to be perfect. Or at the end of the day, people start seeing you as if you are being wicked, you are being a very bad person, but not knowing that you are the most coolest and good person ever. But because of the way you start displaying some character, they will start saying, why is this person avoiding me, why is this person doing like this, I haven't talked to this person, he's not replying, I will talk, he will not answer me, it's as if he's doing booga for me, it's as if he's carrying shoulder. Meanwhile, you are trying to be perfect, you are trying to say, I don't want trouble, I want to avoid trouble. But in the course of trying to avoid trouble, you are actually trying to, dig more into the trouble. So that is why it's always good to, always watch your back, always watch what you are doing in the course of pursuing perfection. So now they said, because of this Ifa worshiping remembrance day, abi, how do they even put it, they said these oloris are trying to be very good, trying to be decent as much as they can, trying to be perfect. But meanwhile, they said people that are close still know that after this period, what next? After this time, what next? After all, we just heard what Ashley did according to what they said, but she said she never did that. She actually explained herself what she actually meant, and the person she sent actually ended up making the whole thing look as if she was the one that actually did that. So the whole thing is just mix up right now. So my people, is not a small thing. This is what I came across on the street of social media, and I said I will come here and relate with you people. Thank you so much, my people. You are welcome back again to my channel. Nice meeting you here once again. It is my pleasure to have you here. If you are here and you are yet to subscribe to my channel, kindly help me hit the subscribe button, and also turn on the notification bell. Give this video a thumbs up. So my correct people, this is what I came across, and I said I must come here and relate with you guys. But bear it in mind that all these are all alleged stories, they are not for sound information. Thank you so much. God bless you. Do have a beautiful day. Till I come your way again. Bye for now. Thank you so much.